The only enemy that matters is not standing in front of you. It's the one staring back at you in the mirror. Forget the world. Forget your rivals. Forget their strength. The only battle that decides your life is the one between who you are and who you refuse to be. You think your rival is stronger than you. You think someone else's talent, someone else's body, someone else's success is what's holding you down. No. What's holding you down is yesterday's version of you. The coward inside you. The quitter inside you. The weak voice that tells you, "It's enough. Stop here. You've done all you can." That voice is the real enemy. And until you silence it, until you crush it, you will never rise. Because the truth is this: I don't care who's better than me. I don't care who's stronger, faster, louder, more celebrated. It has never been about them. It's always been me versus me. You cannot build strength by measuring yourself against someone else's crown. You build strength by burning the man you were yesterday, by refusing to let him survive another day. That is the path. That is the war. That is the obsession. And obsession is what separates the weak from the unshakable. You see, most people live to compare. They look at someone stronger and say, "I'll never be them." They look at someone more talented and say, "Why bother?" They poison themselves with envy, then rot in mediocrity. But the ones who rise, they don't compare. They don't kneel. They don't care. They sharpen themselves against their own scars. They break their own limits. They don't stop until yesterday's weakness is buried. That is why I train when it hurts. That is why I fight when I'm broken. That is why I rise when I've been crushed. Because yesterday's version of me is already dead. And today I will kill him again. Understand this. Strength is not measured by trophies. It is not measured by applause. It is not measured by how many eyes are on you. Strength is measured by the war inside you. The war no one else can see. The mornings you get up when no one is watching. The nights you push when no one will ever clap for you. The hours you bleed when no one will ever thank you. That's where strength is built. And that is why comparison is a disease. Because while you are staring at them, while you are feeding jealousy, your real enemy, the weaker version of you survives another day. Do you understand what that means? It means you lose, quietly, slowly, without even noticing. And by the time you do, it's too late. But not for you, not if you choose differently. Not if you decide right now, I will not be ruled by envy. I will not be defined by rivals. I will not waste my fire comparing myself to another man's shadow. My only rival is the man I was yesterday. And he will not survive tomorrow. Because this is how warriors are made. By killing the weaker self again and again and again until only iron remains. You want balance? You want comfort? Then forget strength. Strength is obsession. Strength is sacrifice. Strength is choosing war with yourself every single day. And make no mistake, this war never ends. There is no final form. There is no summit. There is no moment where you say, "I've made it. I'm done." The climb is eternal. The fire never stops burning. The war never stops demanding blood. And that's the truth most cannot handle. That's why they kneel. That's why they quit. That's why they will never rise beyond mediocrity. But if you choose this path, you will become something terrifying. Not because you are better than them, but because you are better than who you were yesterday. Every single day. So listen to me. Stop staring at their crowns. Stop staring at their thrones. Stop staring at their glory. Your crown is your discipline. Your throne is your resilience. Your glory is the war inside you. And when you finally conquer that war, when you finally silence the coward inside, when you finally bury the weak voice that begs for mercy, the world will see something it cannot understand. Not someone who compared, not someone who envied, but someone who burned, someone who bled, someone who refused to kneel to yesterday's self. And that is how you become eternal. So swear this, not to me, not to them, but to yourself. Swear that tomorrow's version of you will never look back in shame at who you are today. Swear that every scar will be proof not of weakness, but of war. Swear that you will kill the man who kneels and rise as the warrior who refuses to. Because in the end, it has never been them. It has never been the world. It has never been your rival. It has only ever been you. And the question remains, will you stay the same? Or will you rise again and again until nothing is left of the weaker self? The answer decides everything. Because I don't care who's better than me. It's always me versus me. But let me make this clear. Me versus me is not a slogan. It is not a mantra you whisper when life feels heavy. It is war. A brutal, endless war. And wars demand blood. Every morning you wake up, the weaker version of you is waiting. He is patient. He whispers, take it easy. Rest. You've done enough. He drags chains around your ankles, hoping you'll carry them without question. But if you carry him, you lose. The war inside is not won with excuses. It's won with execution. It's won by burning the man you were yesterday, even if he's still clinging to your flesh. So when I say me versus me, I mean this. The man I was yesterday will not survive today. And the man I am today will not survive tomorrow. Every version of me must die so something stronger can rise. That is obsession. That is evolution. That is how greatness is born. The world does not understand this kind of hunger. They think strength comes from talent, from gifts, from destiny. Fools. Strength comes from war, the war inside. Strength comes from the refusal to let yesterday's self live. You want to know why most people stay weak? Because they cling to comfort. They cling to yesterday. They carry their excuses like armor, too afraid to strip it off and face the fire bare. But if you want to rise, you must kill comfort. You must bury excuses. You must slaughter the weaker self. Do you know what that looks like? It looks like training when your body is breaking. It looks like pushing when your mind screams stop. It looks like bleeding not once, not twice, but endlessly, until your scars become your crown. Because your rival is not out there. Your rival is not stronger than you. Your rival is inside you, and he is begging to survive. And here is the darker truth. If you do not kill him, he will kill you. Not all at once, not with a single blow, but slowly, quietly, day after day. Every time you listen to the weak voice, you die a little. Every time you kneel to comfort, you rot. Every time you bow to fear, you bury your potential deeper into the grave. Until one day you wake up and realize you are nothing but the ghost of who you could have been. That is the fate of the many, the fate of the ones who envy instead of evolve. The fate of the ones who kneel instead of fight. But not you. Not if you choose differently. Not if you declare war on yourself and never stop until weakness is ash. So listen carefully. Do not train for applause. Do not rise for validation. Do not fight for their approval. Train because yesterday's body is not enough for tomorrow's war. Rise because yesterday's mind cannot survive today's fire. Fight because yesterday's soul is too fragile to carry the weight of your destiny. That is why you sharpen. That is why you suffer. That is why you burn. Because if you do not, yesterday's version of you wins. And if he wins, your life is over before it ever began. Understand this. There is no mercy in this war. You cannot bargain with weakness. You cannot negotiate with fear. The only language it understands is destruction. The only way to silence it is to bury it. The only way forward is to kill it every single day. And that is why I laugh when others compare themselves to rivals. Because while they waste their fire staring at thrones and crowns, I sharpen myself against myself. And no rival can ever match that. Because they can take my trophies. They can take my glory. They can take everything the world gives me. But they cannot take the war inside me. And as long as that war burns, I cannot be destroyed. So swear this now. Tomorrow's version of me will always be stronger than today's. Tomorrow's scars will bury today's weakness. Tomorrow's fire will burn hotter than today's. And when the world asks, who is your rival? The answer will never be them. The answer will never be the crowd. The answer will never be the world. The answer will always be me versus me. The war inside you never ends. And if you think it does, you've already lost. You see, weakness doesn't die just because you defeated it once. It doesn't vanish because you won a single battle. It waits. It hides. It recovers. And the moment you let your guard down, it rises again, whispering in your ear. Take a day off. You've done enough. You've earned it. That is how most people lose. Not in a dramatic fall. Not in a glorious defeat. But quietly. Silently. Slowly. One compromise at a time. One skip day. One excuse. Until they wake up and realize the war has already been decided. But not for me. And not for you if you choose differently. You want strength? Then understand this. Strength is not built in public. Strength is built in silence. It's built in the early mornings when the world is still asleep and your body begs you to stay in bed. It's built in the late nights when your hands shake and your mind tells you it's enough. It's built when no one sees you, no one claps for you, no one cheers for you. That is where the war is fought. That is where the war is won. Because if you cannot win when no one is watching, you will never win when the world is. And here's the truth. The man you are right now is not enough. I don't care how strong you think you are. I don't care what you've achieved. I don't care how much they praise you. The man you are today is weak compared to the man you could be tomorrow. And if you cling to him, if you defend him, if you protect him, you will never grow. So you must kill him. You must destroy him. You must bury him without mercy. Because greatness demands sacrifice. And the first sacrifice is always yourself. Listen, comparison is poison. Jealousy is a disease. Envy is death. While you're staring at someone else's throne, the weaker version of you survives. While you're counting someone else's victories, your own fire grows cold. While you're wasting your energy wishing you had what they have, your potential rots in silence. Stop looking outward. Look inward. Your only rival is the reflection in the mirror. Do not fight to be better than them. Fight to be better than the man staring back at you. That is the only war worth waging. That is the only enemy worth killing. And don't misunderstand me, this is not easy. This is not gentle. This is not clean. This is blood. This is sweat. This is sacrifice. This is suffering without end. But here is the darker truth. If you cannot endure that suffering, you will suffer worse. You will suffer the regret of wasted years. You will suffer the pain of knowing you could have been more but chose less. You will suffer the humiliation of being haunted by the ghost of the man you never became. That suffering is eternal. It never leaves. It claws at your soul until your last breath. So choose your pain. The pain of discipline today, or the pain of regret tomorrow. Only one makes you stronger. Only one makes you unshakable. And don't ever believe this lie that there is a finish line. There is no finish line. There is no summit. There is no final form. The war never ends. The climb is eternal. The battle is every day, every hour, every breath. And if that terrifies you, good. It should. Because this path is not for the many. It is only for the few who are willing to burn everything, even themselves, to rise. So swear it. Not to me. Not to them. But to yourself. Swear that you will not bow to comfort. Swear that you will not kneel to envy. Swear that you will not allow yesterday's self to survive another day. Kill him. Every morning. Every night. Every moment you feel weakness rising. Because in the end, the war was never against them. It was never against the world. It was never against your rival. It has only ever been you. Me versus me. You versus you. And that battle will decide everything. So let them talk. Let them laugh. Let them doubt. Their opinions are meaningless. Their victories are irrelevant. Their crowns are illusions. The only crown that matters is the one you forge from your scars. The only throne that matters is the one you build from your suffering. The only glory that matters is the war you fight inside yourself, and the fact that you rise from it, unbroken every single time. So tomorrow when you wake up, look in the mirror and remember, that man staring back at you is not your friend. He is not your ally. He is your enemy. Kill him and rise stronger. Because I don't care who's better than me. It has never been about them. It has always been and will always be me versus me. So hear me. This war will not give you peace. It will not give you comfort. It will not give you rest. It will demand everything. Your time, your strength, your blood, your very soul. And still, it will ask for more. But that is the price. The price of rising. The price of becoming. The price of never kneeling to weakness again. Do you understand? You don't get to walk away from this. You don't get to fight halfway. You don't get to choose easy. Because easy is death. And comfort is chains. And weakness is the slowest poison of all. So when you stand in front of that mirror, don't look for excuses. Don't beg for mercy. Don't search for sympathy. Look yourself dead in the eye and say, you will not survive today. I will bury you. I will kill you. And I will rise stronger than you ever dreamed. And when the world comes, and it will, with storms, with loss, with enemies who want to see you crawl, you will not break. Because you've already killed the weaker you. You've already silenced the coward. You've already destroyed the quitter. So no rival can touch you. No failure can shatter you. No pain can end you, because you are no longer fighting them. You are no longer fighting for them. You are fighting for war itself. War against yourself. War against yesterday. And when you rise from that war, bloody, scarred, unbroken, the world will not understand. They will whisper, how? How do they keep standing? How do they never fall? And you will know the truth. It was never about them. It was never about the crown. It was never about being better than anyone else. It was about killing the weaker self. Again, and again, and again. Until nothing is left but fire. Until nothing is left but war. Until nothing is left but you, unshakable, unstoppable, eternal. So remember this. This life, this strength, this power, it is not given. It is taken. Taken from the corpse of the man you used to be. So kill him. Every day. Every night. Every moment. Because in the end, it's always been me versus me. And I do not lose.